Yay! Yay! Ha ha! Ha ha ha! Ha! Just for clarity, you are not watching Arsenal TV, you are watching Premier League TV with myself and Ian Wright. As Arsenal return to winning ways at Villa Park, 5 league wins in a row on the road, and one where they restricted to Aston Villa. 1 attempt on target, and that was in stoppage time from Philippe Coutinho. More possession and only 17 touches in Arsenal's box for Villa.
Congratulations, that's a big win. Does it feel like a very significant moment in the context of this season?
Yeah, that's a very big win, obviously, on the back of the Liverpool defeat midweek. You know, we knew that today was even bigger, and to get that result, the 3 points, it means so much for the rest of the season. So, yeah, we're so happy.
I could see you interacting with the fans there. Someone got a lucky shirt.
Yeah, I saw it signed from early. So, yeah, I just wanted to make the boys' day, so I gave him my shirt and hopefully can go home happy.
Apparently it's a landmark goal as well, because that's the 2000th Arsenal goal in the Premier League. So a little milestone for you.
Yeah, that's special, you know. It's an honour to be obviously among a lot of great goal scorers for Arsenal. So hopefully we can get to 3,000, you know.
left foot through the crowd. It was a good goal, a very important goal, because you needed to get something that dominated that first half, didn't you?
Yeah, I think that set us up, you know. I think we created quite a few chances before that and after, but that goal really put us in the driving seat. But of course it helped us win the game as well, so yeah.
You're on the wrong end of a few tackles today. You had the word with the ref coming off as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I wasn't obviously complaining, but yeah, I just wanted to let him know that, you know, that's my game. You know, I'm going to run at players, and sometimes I need a bit more protection, you know, when players are purposely trying to kick me. So that's what I was letting him know.
Yeah, you're watching from the bench for the last 20 minutes or so. A few scares at the end there, little nervy moments.
Yeah. Of course, that's the Premier League. Sorry, that's football, you know. But you know, we've been in that situation a lot this season, and we've come out on top, and we did that again today.
Yeah, you look like a tougher, more resilient side right now.
Yeah, we are, and you can see that, and it's a process. We've been working on it for a while. You know, last season we weren't there, but this season we've been much better at it and seeing out victory, so it's helping us get more points.
And you're getting closer. You get back into that Champions League for the first time in 5 years.
Yeah, that's the goal, but of course, as I keep saying, we have to stay humble, treat every game like a cup final, and we can achieve it for sure.
Well done, thank you.
Thank you.
Bukayo Saka up to double figures for the first time in his senior career. Joint top scorer for Arsenal now with Emile Smith-Rowe in all competitions. That's good progress.
Absolutely.
For him and development.
Yeah, Ireland doing the business for Arsenal at the moment, and maybe one of the main reasons why Mikel Arteta is able to then let someone like Oba go, because yes, we'd like to get more goals from Lacazette coming deep, but when you've got Emile Smith-Rowe and Saka getting in those areas, when he comes deep, and Martin Odegaard getting the ball through there, and them just doing so much offensively now, yeah, you do need to see those players with those goals. You know, that's what we're seeing. We're seeing Mane and Salah. We're seeing players playing in those roles who are scoring the goals now. It's not so much the number 9. So, yeah, if they can continue doing that, then long may it continue, I should say.
You mentioned Aubameyang there. If I'd said to you when he left, Arsenal are going to go win 10 of the next 13 Premier League games, what would you have said?
I'd be worried about that, because I'd be worried about where the goals are going to come from. Because obviously we've got Saka and Emile Smith-Rowe, who are very young players. They're just coming into the team, really establishing themselves in the last couple of years. And what you're hoping is that the consistency, because of their age, and that what happens is you get a dip in form, but they've not had it. Hopefully they don't have it, because now they are joint top scorers in the club, and that's what they're going to need to do. And Mikel has been brilliant by showing them faith. He probably pulled them and say, listen, you guys, this is it. You're going to be the guys. He's going to go. You're going to be the guys we need to get the goals from. And to be fair, as much as Emile has not played as regularly as he'd like to, I'm sure, he's come up with the goods alongside Bukayo. So, like I say, long may it continue. We're going to need more goals from other places as well. But you have to mention the defence. Bernd Leno done fantastically well when he came today. Villa obviously didn't put him under as much pressure as I thought they would. But, you know, the defensively, midfield, everything was so solid. And, you know, Arsenal winning games away from home like that is brilliant to see. It's really good to see.
5 in a row away from home.
Absolutely. And again, it's something, Steve, where people...
Well, it hasn't happened for 7 years.
It hasn't. It's a long time, you know, and I think that a lot of people, a lot of pundits have been, like, very joyous in their, you know what I mean, their punditry talking about Arsenal and how weak they are and they no leaders. And look at them now. You know what I mean? You need people to now start saying, listen, this Arsenal team, a young side, we're starting to see characters grow in the side. You know, we're starting to see people like Ben White, Gabriel, Kieran Tierney, you know, Ødegaard, Thomas Partey. You know, we're talking about 5, 6, 7 players, 8 players we're getting 8 out of 10 every week. That's what you have to do. Then it's up to the owners and the manager and the recruitment to bolt on the kind of players that are going to fit into that squad and continue to help them to improve. Because like Bukayo said there, last season it was something they really struggled at, you know, defending and keeping hold of the lead. Now they're a lot better at it and they want to continue to get better at it.
Let's have a look at his goal then today in the first half. Villa didn't cover themselves in glory.
Absolutely not. And Stevie Gerrard, you know, they were terrible. I thought they were poor. I thought this is a situation where it just looked like problems. There's too much space around. Bukayo Saka's not picked up at any stage. And in the end, so many bodies in the box. Martinez doesn't actually get to see it. But you look at that, there's too much space. Look at the space what he's now running into. You know, McGinn's not paying attention to him. No one's going out to him. And he just ambles onto the edge box and gets the goal that Arsenal really deserved in this game. I'd like to have seen them get another one to make it a lot more comfortable. Like I say, with the character and the way the team are playing at the moment, they look like they're confident of holding on to a 1-0 lead away from home. There you can see Martinez can't really see it through the bodies. He's trying to see it. There he is. Now he's reacting. It's too late. And they can see that now. They're probably very, very disappointed with that. Not only disappointed with that, but disappointed from my point of view. When I look at Villa, with our goalkeeper who's not been there, like you said at the start of the show, Steve, from August, and the last time he was playing, he let in 5 goals. You know, for him to come into the game knowing that he's not the greatest on his feet as Ramsdale, and it's only in the second half that they started to really put pressure on Arsenal, keep it up there. So as we didn't play out, they got the ball back, but then even when they got the ball, they didn't really pass and cause Arsenal the kind of problems in quick passes, moving Arsenal around to actually get their front men going.
One area before the game you thought Saka could profit from against Ashley Young.
Yeah.
16 years his junior. You kept an eye on that battle.
Yeah, I did, because I thought that the way Bukayo Saka's playing, and Ashley obviously with his age, it's going to be a big problem for him. And what I saw and what I noticed a lot today was we did play a lot through Ashley Young. I thought Emile Smith-Rowe should have done a lot better with that strike. But watch when Ødegaard gives him it. He doesn't go towards him. He's leaving him one-on-one. It's up to the Villa players to double up on him. That was unlucky because obviously Martinez makes a great save. But again, you look at Ødegaard here. He goes outside, but he's giving him that option. Ashley Young doesn't know what to do with him, because if he gets the option from Ødegaard, he'll go around the side of him. If he doesn't, he'll take him on. Again, look at Ødegaard again. Bam, giving him the option. Ashley doesn't know how to pick him up. And, you know, it just caused him all sorts of problems. There he goes again. You know, it's a kind of situation where he causing problems all day. Look, he's come inside, just unlucky with the shot. He couldn't really, it was unfair for Ashley to have to mark arguably one of the best youngsters in Europe. You know, but like, you know, he was the match winner today, and he's going to cause anyone problems.
Yeah, Bukayo Saka, joint top scorer now for Arsenal, with Emile Smith-Rowe, who made his return to Arsenal's starting lineup today.
Good goal for Bukayo Saka. Goal number 2,000 in the Premier League for Arsenal, and he draws level with you in the top scoring list. Is that a little competition you've got?
Well, obviously friendly competition, you know, we're both really good friends, you know, we grew up together, so it's just good to see each other score for this club, you know, and hopefully we can carry on.
Just finally, on the subject of goals, you had chances to kill it off a little bit earlier today. Mikel Arteta said this week, maybe next season, if you want to be pushing for the league, you know, you need to be scoring between 90 and 100 goals. Maybe you need a Thierry Henry and Ian Wright in your team, but
That'd be nice.
How hard is that going to be, whether that's someone from within, or is that what you need to find though?
Yeah, for sure, you know, to win games you got to score goals, and you know, like I said before, we're training really hard in front of goal and always practicing, so yeah, we're going to keep working hard, and yeah, hopefully we can score more goals.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Cheers.
Well, he and Bukayo Saka into double figures. Then comes the departed Aubameyang, Lacazette with just 6, Martinelli, Nketiah and Ødegaard on 5. On that point, and we touched on it before the game, how important is that recruitment then in the summer to get somebody who can maybe get 15, 20 goals here for us?
It's for the next step, what they're trying to make, and we're seeing it in the way that we're playing. We're seeing it with the emergence of leaders in the team, you know, from the goalkeeper. Partey, everybody who's now emerging. It's just the icing, because for them two guys to come out of the academy and be having to be the ones that score those goals. He says he wants between 90 and 100 goals. You're going to need defenders scoring, midfielders scoring, and forwards scoring at a good rate. That's the pressure he's going to put in on them. So it's up to them to find that player who can not only come in and link the play, because Emile Smith-Rowe and Saka are going to have to continue doing what they're doing. So he's obviously rooted to the way he wants to play, with a number 9 linking play and them going in. Then the number 9's got to have the energy, which I don't think, with all due respect to him, you can see Lacazette having that energy and that half-chance taking ability now, what is going to give you that 15, fingers crossed, 20-goal-a-season player. So it's vitally important that they find that guy. But again, it's important as well for us to try and create the kind of chances that other people are arriving in the box and scoring as well, like we've seen Odegaard do recently. We've seen Partey stepping in and scoring goals. We're seeing Xhaka playing in more of an advanced role. So you can see that he's trying to get people in an opportunity to score the goals. But again, you do need somebody who's going to give you 10, 15 Premier League goals.
However, that is the ultimate challenge, isn't it? We saw that with the champions even in the summer, trying to find one and didn't get one.
Absolutely. And again, they're few and far between. And again, Arsenal will have to pay a lot of money to get the kind of striker that's going to give them that. And then there's always competition for that striker. You said it. Man City themselves were, trying to get that striker. So it's going to be tough, but they're going to have to find it from somewhere, because at the moment, Arsenal's trajectory is moving up so that they bolt the right players on to keep it going that way.
Does that just heighten the importance of this 4th place? Because if you can offer Champions League football to that striker, that's a game changer, isn't it?
Absolutely. And Arsenal, when you look at the way, the camaraderie, there's a lovely energy and calmness around the club now. There's no noise in the club. There's no, what's happening here? There's no noise going, there's no noise inside the club. There's no noise outside the club. Everything's settled. Everybody's focused on what they want to do. So all you want now is for it to continue going. Getting into the Champions League places and staying there is going to be very, very difficult, because I said 6th place would have been brilliant off of what we've done the last couple of seasons. But overachieving to get into the 4th, then all that does is it just fast tracks you to, okay, we need to do this now. So they should be thinking now in that way of trying to get the players that will be attracted. So you say, would you be interested in coming to Arsenal if we get into Champions League? Those are the conversations I'm probably hoping that they're having now, because you want to make sure you sound out that right player. Then you move a few on, and then you bring a few in. And the way this dressing room is at the moment, they seem to be very much fighting for each other. You need to get a player that's going to fit into that. And
of course, off the field, the funds that come with finishing 4th would help attract that player as well. It's double fold, isn't it?
Well, it is. But Steve, it comes down to finding that player and then being able to convince him to come with, like you say, the other teams that will want a guy who can guarantee them 10, 15 goals. That player is going to be very, very sought after. You're hoping that Mikel and the guys will be able to convince somebody of doing that. But I do feel it's something they're going to need to address at some stage.
So, 4-point gap, still got a game in hand, still to play United, Chelsea and Tottenham.
Yeah.
How do you see it?
Well, they're tough games, but you're going for the top 4 and you're going to have to play those teams at some stage. So you want to go into playing those teams with confidence like they are at the moment. I think people may underestimate the level of the strength in mentality of that young team to lose against Liverpool, knowing, OK, we've lost against Liverpool, we have to beat Villa. And they've gone to Villa and they've done it. They've brushed that off because, let's face it, losing against Liverpool is not, it's no shame in that, especially the first half, what they had. But what we saw today is a game that they had to go into and win, and they did it. Like I said, I'd like to see us score more goals to make it more comfortable. But we'll play against those teams, and those teams will be just as wary of us as we are of them, because it's tough games at this stage of the season with something on the game. Everybody's going for that top 4 spot. So all we got to do is make sure that we're as resolute as we are at the back, and we have to take those chances.
And talking of which, you've already kept more clean sheets than all of last season. Only City and Liverpool have kept more. Yeah. And again, the accusation perhaps 12 months ago was, well, they're a soft touch at the back, Arsenal. Those statistics say otherwise.
Well, they do say otherwise. And, again, Bernd Leno came in and And, you know, I thought it was fantastic. You know, with what he had to do for a player that's been out as long as he's been out, especially with the pressure that's going to come on top of him now, with the fact that Arsenal, like we saw in the second half, we weren't as fluid simply because we couldn't build out the back like we can do with Aaron Ramsdale. You know, that kind of curtailed us a little bit because we couldn't play through those lines to get it to Ødegaard, to get it to Smith-Rowe and control that part of the field, what we can do when Ramsdale's on the ball. What you saw Villa do, which I was very surprised they didn't do in the first place, Steve, was everybody push right in on him, let him kick the ball, then you get the ball, then it's up to your Buendia, Coutinho, Ollie Watkins running long to then make the kind of spaces for Coutinho to then hit them. But they didn't do it. Because even when they did do it, Arsenal were so tight and in their pressing and so narrow in the way they denied the spaces that, you know, we totally nullified Villa today. It was a shutdown.